wearing their baggies, Warachi sandals too, a bushy blonde hairdo, serving USA.
They could be called America's first supergroup. After more than 10 years of making hit records, their influence is still felt around the world. In a recent New York concert, they attracted over 80,000 fans, and their popularity is growing ever stronger. Super Rock is proud to present a very special hour with the Beach Boys.
Super Rock.
Hi, everybody. This is your cousin Brucey. The show is Super Rock Special. Our guest today, Mike Love of the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys' music has influenced, I think, just about every phase of American life, especially our music. Now it's happening in England. A group called First Class has a beach record, a surfing type record, Beach Baby. You know it? You'll hear it right now. Beach Baby.
Do you remember back in old L.A.? Oh, when everybody drove a Chevrolet. Oh, whatever happened to the boy next door? The suntan crew got all American mail. Remember dancing at the high school hop? Oh, dress like with the soda pop. Oh, I didn't recognize the girl next door. Beat up sneakers and the ponytail. Beach baby, give me your hand. Give me something that I can remember. Just like before, we could walk by the shore in the moonlight. Beach baby, there on the sand from July to the end of September. Surfing was fun, we'd be out in the sun every day. I never thought that it would end. And I was everybody's friend. Long hard days, boozy haze, jukebox plays, but now it's fading away. We couldn't wait for graduation day. Oh no, we took the car and drove to San Jose. Oh, that's where you told me that you wear my ring. I guess you don't remember anything. Beach baby, give me your hand. Give me something that I can remember. Just like before, we could walk by the shore in the moonlight. Beach baby, there on the sand from July to the end of September. Surfing was fun, we'd be out in the sun every day.
Super Rock host Bruce Morrow will talk with special guest Mike Love of the Beach Boys in just a moment.
Hey, Mike Fireball Townsend, race car driver. How's your love life?
Oh, let me tell you, when I get those engines revved up...
How's your love life?
Stalled.
How's your love life?
Maybe yours needs Ultra Bright. Dynamite taste and more whitener than any leading toothpaste. Ultra Bright, the one that puts sex appeal in a tube, wants to know...
How's your love life?
Ultra Bright would just love to help yours.
Hey, Delroy Brown, star quarterback, how's your love life?
You kidding me? Man, I'm the king. I'm #1. I'm the best.
How's your love life?
I am lonesome.
How's your love life?
Maybe yours needs Ultra Bright. Dynamite taste and more whitener than any leading toothpaste. Ultra Bright, the one that puts sex appeal in a tube, wants to know...
How's your love life?
Ultra Bright's just aching to help yours.
Little surfer, little girl.
Little one.
Dee-dee. What?
Little one.
Can you hum that to me?
Made my heart come all undone. Do you love me? Do you, surfer girl? That's for Fina down in New Jersey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Super Rock Special. Cousin Bruce trying to do Beach Boys a little bit. One of my very favorite songs of the Beach Boys. My guest today, Mr. Love. As I quoted a newspaper column I just saw a few moments ago, Mr. Michael Love.
Thank you, Mr. Bruce Morrow.
First of all, what was the first record you recorded as the Beach Boys? The first one that made it, that changed the world?
Well, it was called Surfin'. It didn't change the world.
Surfin' USA?
It went, not
Safari?
No, it was the record before that.
How did
the
that go?
first hit record was Surfin'. It goes bom bom dip 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 surfin'. Surfin'. It was like #1. I don't know if it even got here, but it was #2 in LA, #1 in Detroit. You know, it was Spotty, the guy that was our first record, and we produced it with Brian Wilson was hitting a snare drum, and Carl Wilson was just playing a little guitar, and Al Jardine rented a stand-up bass and was playing it, which was bigger than Al, and we just sang around the microphone. We played and sang at the same time. Very primitive, 2-track, you know. It came out, and yet it was a hit.
Surfing is the only life, the only way for me now. Surf, surf, with ball, ball, dip, 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 ball, ball, dip, dip. I got up this morning, turned on my radio. I was checking out the surfing scene to see if I would go. And when the DJ tells me that the surfing is fine, that's when I know my baby and I will have a good time. We're going surfing, ball, dip, 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 surfing, ball, dip, dip.
After that, we went in and recorded 409.
She's real fine, my 409. She's real fine, my 409, my 409. Well, I saved my pennies and I saved my dimes. Giddy up, 409. For I knew there would be a time. Giddy up, 409. When I would buy a brand new 409.
Surfing Safari, and a couple other songs. Took those songs to Capitol Records, and they signed us up.
Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari with me. Early in the morning we'll be starting out. Some honeys will be coming along. We're loading up our woody with their boards inside and heading out singing our song. Come on baby, wait and see, yes, I'm gonna take you
Why does your music, why does a Beach Boys sound, which is an international influence, we'll get into influence, why does your music hold up? How can you have lasted from the 60s now into 74 when so many groups have just, petered out?
Well, I think the basic underlying philosophy in Beach Boy music and the individuals within the Beach Boys has always been one of positive, like athletic, harmonious, uplifting, fun kind of things. Like there was all this negativity and stress and corruption and whatever in the world, but we figured, look, we're writing songs, we're going to write about something we like, we love, or whatever. And so we started singing songs about surfing, or, surfer girls and the cars, and the things that we liked, the things that we knew, and that was the beginning. But it was all in a positive reference, and the expression of our music has always been harmony.
What happens, what about concerts today as compared with like in the early 60s? Is the audience changing? How do they react to you?
To us? Fabulous. Just as well
What's
as
the difference between
ever.
now between the early 60s?
We have two audiences, the people that knew us then and still know us, and the younger group of people, say from, Jessie Colin Young's little girl told me yesterday that California Girls is her favorite song. She's 7 years old.
Well, East Coast girls are hip. I really dig those styles they wear. And the Southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmers' daughters really make you feel alright. And the Northern girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. The West Coast has the sunshine and the girls all get so tan. I dig a French bikini on Hawaiian Island girls by a palm tree in the sand. I've been all around this great big world and I've seen all kind of girls. Yeah, but I couldn't wait to get back in the States, back to the cutest girls in the world. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California
When you go overseas, Mike, are you representing America?
Well, I represent America as individually. I don't know how the other guys view it. I think we're all happy to be from where we're from, like Southern California. And all our songs, they're pretty darn American.
Sure.
Fun,
Do you
fun, fun,
find-
till your daddy takes a T-bird away and stuff like that.
You mentioned happiness. What is the happiest song, in your opinion, that you ever recorded?
Oh, well, things like Help Me Rhonda, that would be
That's
good.
happiness.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
I'll tell you what you
But,
want.
it's about, it's taking a negative. Somebody, the girl split on you, but help me, Rhonda, help me get her out of my heart. It's like taking
it's a
a
happy
negative
song.
and making it into an up kind of a thing.
Introduce Help Me Rhonda. Will you do that?
All right, I'll introduce like I do on stage. Usually
All
I
right.
say, okay, folks, this is the time of the show where it really gets to be audience participation time. And this is Cousin Mike saying, you really got to help us out because this is the whole nature, the whole theme of this song. We really need your help on this one. I want everybody, wherever you are, in your house, your car, on the street, on the elevator, I don't care. I want you to sing along and help us out on Help Me Run.
I said she put me down, but I'll do it in my head. Come in late at night and in the morning I just lay in bed. Oh, Rhonda, you look so fine. And I know it wouldn't take much time for you to help me, Rhonda, help me get her out of my heart. Help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda.
Super Rock with Bruce Morrow and Mike Love of the Beach Boys will continue after this.
When you feel like having a cold Budweiser, do you automatically reach for a glass? Well, sure, Bud's a great beer any way you drink it. But without a glass, you're really missing something. Now take that wonderful Budweiser head of foam, for instance. Those bubbles, tiny though they are, still amount to something pretty special at the top of your glass. Taste appeal and eye appeal. Two results of exclusive beechwood aging and natural carbonation. It takes a lot longer to brew Budweiser that way, but brewing beer right does make a difference that you can taste. That's why when you say Budweiser, you've really said it all. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
Well, she got her daddy's car and she cruised through the hamburger stand now. Seems she forgot all about the library like she told her old man now. And with the radio blasting goes cruising just as fast as she can now. And she'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a T-bird away. Fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a T-bird away. Can't stand her 'cause she coughs, looks and cries like an ace. You walk like an ace, now you walk like an ace. She makes the Indy 500 look like the Roman chariot race. Like an ace, now you look like an ace. A lot of guys try to catch her, but she leaves them on a wild goose chase. Drive like an ace, now you drive like an ace. She'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a T-bird away. Fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a T-bird away. Well, you knew all along that your dad was getting wise to you now. Now you shouldn't have lied. And since he took your set of keys, you've been thinking that your fun is all through. You shouldn't have lied. Now you shouldn't have lied. But you can come along with me, 'cause we got a lot of things to do now. Now you shouldn't have lied. And we'll have fun, fun, fun. Now that daddy took the T-bird away. Fun, fun, fun. Now that daddy took the T-bird away. Fun, fun, fun. Now that daddy...
Cousin Brucey right here, and our Super Rock special microphones. Our guest, Mike Love of an American institution,
Yeah.
the Beach Boys. And Mike is holding his #1 album, Endless Summer, right now, gazing at it. There's a lot of history goes into that
There's
thing.
a lot of hits on that album.
It sure is. Before you get to those hits, though, what does surfing mean to you? Why is it so popular? Is it a freedom?
It was
What is
more.
it?
It was more than just a sport. Actually, it was a whole culture. It's a subculture in California, you know, and around the world to a certain extent. It's kind of microcosmic, little.
Are you a
small-
surfer?
Yeah.
How would you
old
rate yourself
days,
on a scale of 1 to 5?
zero.
Mm-hmm. What do you get when you're out there? Is it
it's
something like riding a motorcycle? I mean, do you get
a
that
little
same feeling?
bit, yeah, exhilarating. It's complete attunement with your environment. It's right there, you know, everything's right there, and it's really beautiful. Catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the world. Don't be afraid to try the greatest sport around. Everybody tries it once. Those who don't just have to put it down.
Catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the world. Don't be afraid to try the greatest sport around. Catch a wave, catch a wave. Those who don't just have to put it down. You paddle out, turn around and raise, and baby, that's all there is to the coastline craze. You gotta catch a wave, you'll be sitting on top of the world. Catch a wave, you'll be sitting on top of the world.
I have a little place in Santa Barbara, California, and there's a little surf. I'm right on the ocean, right on a cliff overlooking the ocean with some pine trees. It's very beautiful, and there's a little surfing break out there and a little beach down below, and I go down there all the time and go body surfing. You know, we've always been into that. I mean, it was a very clean, healthy sport.
That is very clear.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Love it.
Before we get into our argument about good vibrations.
It's going to be an argument?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think so, unless maybe you agree
We're
with
going to
me.
argue over how many
Would
copies
you?
it sold?
No. I'm going to argue about.
Whether
I'm not going to. Let's not telegraph it to the audience. I want the audience hanging around here on Super Rock Special.
Okay.
Because there's going to be a little argument. I know it.
Okay.
Before we argue, let's set up something very pretty, which I love. This is one of my favorite of the ballads of the Beach Boy ballads. I love Surfer Girl. Can you give me a little history about Surfer Girl? I love it. It's sweet and nice, and I picture the girl of my dreams, that little sandy-haired little girl,
that's
and I'm
her.
wiping the sand off her shoulder, and she's all right. Tell me about Surfer Girl. Who is she?
Actually, Brian was smashed out of his head, totally in love with this girl named Judy, who was a girl that went to Hawthorne High School, and he was just driving down Hawthorne Boulevard one day, which is a big boulevard and everything, on his way to the orthodontist. And he actually wrote this song while he was driving down the street. I mean, he just wrote this simple, it was just totally spontaneous. He was in love. He just wrote a love song. That was it.
Sing it to me, will you, a little bit? So I can tell everybody, tell my grandchildren that you sang it to me a little bit.
Little surfer, little one, made my heart come all undone. Do you love me? Do you, surfer girl?
Little surfer, little one, made my heart come all undone. Do you love me? Do you, surfer girl? Surfer girl, my little surfer girl. I have watched you on the shore, standing by the ocean floor. Do you love me? Do you, surfer girl? Surfer girl, surfer girl. We could ride the surf together while our love grows. In my woody, I will take you everywhere I go. So I say from me to you, I will make your dreams come true. Do you love me? Do you, surfer girl? Surfer girl, my little surfer girl. Girl, surfer girl, my little surfer girl. Girl, surfer girl, my little surfer girl. Girl, surfer girl.
More with Mike Love of the Beach Boys in just a moment.
Listen, this is your radio. I want to interrupt for a second to alert you. The next Zoo World commercial has news about the Moody Blues breaking up, and I thought you might want to listen to it. Well, goodbye.
The sisters have been touring and recording non-stop for almost a year and a half. Zoo World learns why the Pointer Sisters can't afford to stop. Read the cover story in this issue. Zoo World talks with Stevie Winwood about his current American concert tour with Traffic. And some sad news. The Moody Blues have disbanded. Drummer Graham Edge reveals to Zoo World that the Moody Blues even destroyed their last 2 albums. There's a lot happening in the music world. And there's more about the music world happening in the music magazine, Zoo World.
Look for the Pointer Sisters on the front cover of this issue, now on sale at newsstands and record stores near you. Ask for Zoo World every 2 weeks, or better yet, subscribe to Zoo World.
Get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around, round, 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 I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around. I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. Getting real well known, yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. I get around, round, 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 I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around, get around, round, round. Car, 'cause it's never been beat, and we've never missed yet with the girls we meet. None of the guys go steady, 'cause it wouldn't be right to leave your best girl home on a Saturday night. I get around, round, 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 I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around. Get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, 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 get around, round, round, I get around.
Super Rock Special, Cousin Bruce here with one of the Surfer Girls guys, Michael Love here from his new album, Endless Summer, which is a history book. That's what, Michael, it is a history book.
It's an anthology, really.
Sure
up
is.
to a point. It's up to about 1965.
Oh, it's beautiful. All right, are you ready for my argument?
Let's duke it out.
Why in heck did Good Vibrations come and destroy my American dream of the Beach Boys?
Are you
took
saying
my
that you didn't
Beach
like
stuff away.
Good Vibrations?
No, I liked it, but it disturbed me greatly. I'll never forget. Of all the things that ever disturbed me musically, it was that song.
Well, the thing is, if you go back to I Get Around, it says, I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. Now, what that means to me is I wrote the lyrics to that. I mean, we'd had our #1 records. We'd cruised around the world first class. We'd had, I was living in Beverly Hills in a $200,000 house with a Rolls Royce, 2 Jaguars, an MG, and a motorcycle. we had experienced a great deal of material success, and yet I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. Got to find a new place where the kids are hip, more aware, more alert. So that was a prelude to what was to come to Good Vibrations, which is we're starting to get more in tune with the inner values of people rather than just the superficial outer material values like the cars and the surfer girls and this and that. That was all beautiful, and I'm not negating it, but really it was a unique departure from what we had doing, I have to admit. I wrote the words on the Hollywood freeway on the way to the session that night and put it together with the music that Brian had composed, and it turned out to be quite an eventful session. The song's called Good Vibrations.
I love the colorful clothes she wears and the way the sunlight plays upon her hair. I hear the sound of a gentle word on the wind that lifts her perfume through the air.
I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Good vibrations. Close my eyes. She's somehow closer now. Softly smile, I know she must be kind. In her eyes, she goes with me to a blossom room. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me excitations. Good vibrations. Excitations. Good vibrations.
Gotta keep those loving good vibrations are happening with her. Gotta keep those loving good vibrations are happening with her. Gotta keep those loving good vibrations.
You are a smiling son of a gun, I'll tell you that.
I've been meditating for 6 years, and I feel good.
What is meditate? What do you do when you meditate?
Meditation, it's so simple. It's very, very simple, and yet very profoundly relaxing. What you do is you just sit comfortably, quietly, you close your eyes, and you do this mental technique that you're taught. In just a few short lessons, you learn it, about 4 lessons.
What'll it do for us?
Very relaxing, and yet it leaves your mind clear and efficient and sharp and alert, but yet you can drop your body to a level of rest twice as deep sleep which, if you think about that for a minute, twice as deep as deep sleep, and yet you're alert, you're awake inside.
I can't, it's not mentally, I can't picture this.
I know, it's because you have to experience it, you know. I mean, it's like you do it 15 or 20 minutes in the morning, 15 or 20 minutes in the evening, and the rest of your day's activities is like the same.
Has this helped you in your career?
Oh, absolutely.
How about the other fellows?
Oh, the other guys, we're all meditators. We all learned. We learned 6 years ago from Maharishi.
So many people who think they can do it alone. They isolate their heads and stay in their safety zone. Now what can you tell them? And what can you say that would make them defensive?
Cousin Brucey and Beach Boy Mike Love will be back after this.
Did you know that the best pollution-fighting machine in America is right at our fingertips? Yes, right at our fingertips. Because if everyone in America started pointing out pollution, we'd cut the pollution problem down to size. It doesn't take a lot of effort or a lot of time to point out pollution. Just a willingness to show a little concern. Like taking a moment to report a burning dump or smoking smokestack when you see one. Or writing a letter to ask why that river you cross every evening still isn't being cleaned up. Or simply asking someone who's tossed a can on the ground to toss it in a litter basket. Let's face it. The first step in winning the war against pollution is to get everyone to recognize the problem. People start pollution. People can stop it. This message brought to you on behalf of Keep America Beautiful and the Advertising Council.
Super Rock Special, Cousin Brucey here with Mr. Love, Michael Love of the Beach Boys.
That's it.
The album, The Beach Boys in Concert.
We recorded the concert album over a huge tour that we did, about 6 weeks of touring last year. And we recorded all kinds of nights, all kinds of performances, maybe 30 or 40 of them. And we put them together and selected some of these songs.
Select something from that album. I love that
Sure,
album. It's
I'd
one of my
love to.
favorites.
Sure, and I'd love to. I think that Wouldn't It Be Nice would be nice. It starts off our show. We've been starting with it for a couple of years, and the reason we start with it is because Wouldn't It Be Nice We say if we were older, but it no longer applies. But wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Then we wouldn't have to wait so long. The important line is, wouldn't it be nice to live together in the kind of world where we belong?
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older and we wouldn't have to wait so long? And wouldn't it be nice to live together in the kind of world where we belong? No, it's gonna make it that much better when we can say goodnight and stay together. Wouldn't it be nice if we could wake up in the morning when the day is new and after having spent the day together, hold each other close the whole night through? Of happy times together we've been spending. I wish that every kiss was never ending. Oh, wouldn't it be nice? Maybe if we think and wish and hope and pray it might come true. Run, run, baby, then there wouldn't be a single thing we couldn't do. Oh, we could be married. Oh, we could be married. And then we'd be happy. And then we'd be happy. Oh, wouldn't it be nice? You know, it seems the more we talk about it, it only makes it worse to live without it. But let's talk about it. Wouldn't it be
And Sloop John B is pretty good, too.
We only play one at a time.
Sloop John B is like, that was a
Boy,
poem.
you're difficult to talk to. You really are very difficult, Michael.
Sloop John B was originally a poem by Carl Sandburg, who was pretty famous around the campus. He's a famous American poet.
Who had the original recording? Go back, let's see.
Kingston Trio.
Right.
Right.
And it was done a little different
Al
style.
Jardine, one of the guys in the group, he was really in love with folk music as well as R&B and everything, but he really loved folk music, and he loved the Kingston Trio dearly. And this song, Sloop John B, he brought it to Brian and said, Brian, let's do an arrangement on this. We did, and it was a hit record.
We come on the sloop John B, my grandfather and me, around Nassau town we did roam, drinking all night, got into a fight. Well, I feel so broken, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore, let me go home. Let me go home. I wanna go home. Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broken.
Super Rock Special, your cousin Brucey here with Mike Love. I'm going to call him Mikey now. Now, Mike's my friend, and he's all of our friends. You see what kind of man this is. Incidentally, I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
But your record, Surfin' USA, is back on the current Billboard Hot 100. How many years ago was that on the charts?
That was a long time ago, like 63.
Do you believe that now? That's unbelievable. I mean, the test of time. This is the true test of
the
a
album
performer,
was
an artist.
Number 4 this week in Billboard, and then who knows what it'll be next week.
If everybody had a nose across the USA, then everybody'd be served like California. You'd see them wearing their baggies, Warachi sandals too, a bushy blonde hair, serving USA. You'll catch them surfing at inside, outside, Ventura County line. We'll all be planning out a route we're gonna take real soon. We're waxing down our surfboard, we can't wait for June. We'll all be gone for the summer, we're on safari to stay. Tell the teacher we're surfing USA. Pacific Palisades, inside, outside, USA. San Onofre and inside, outside, USA. Redondo Beach, LA, inside, outside, USA. All over La Jolla, inside, outside, USA. At Waimea Bay, inside, outside. Everybody's gone surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing USA. Yeah, everybody's gone surfing USA. Yeah, everybody's gone surfing.
Super Rock.
This is your cousin Brucey here on Super Rock Special. Wow, the Beach Boys, Endless Summer, name of the new album. Michael Love, our guest today, and it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Enjoy the cosmic waves.
Wow.
All right.
You've been listening to the Super Rock Special with host Bruce Morrow and our special guest Mike Love of the Beach Boys. Be sure to join us next week for more on the Super Rock Special.
Super